So the consumer experience is dead. Who here associates himself with being a citizen versus a consumer? Citizen versus consumer, raise your hand. Consumer versus citizen, raise your hand. If so, leave. No, so the long live the citizen experience versus the consumer experience. In fact, I think the fact that November ushered in a new world for us proves that the citizen experience is alive. Design, the principle of design, the study of design, for the longest time, I thought these slides were advancing quickly, were about aesthetics and social reality. Design, please advance the slides. Design was about ethics, was about politics, was about engagement with the social world. The great designers of the past, the great designers, Le Corbusier. Who's heard of Le Corbusier? Walter Gropius, the Eameses, Marcel Breuer, Buckminster Fuller. All these people spoke about design. They spoke about society. They spoke about public architecture, not about consumption, not about people buying constantly. In fact, if any of you are on your iPhones right now, I'd go up to Amazon and buy everything you can by Buckminster Fuller. It's absolutely brilliant. Buy Utopia versus Oblivion. You'll absolutely love it. Look at these people. These people were dedicated to society, not to transaction. And it's unfortunate today that what has come of the world of design, of business, of marketing is all about consumption. About 2 decades ago, a new religion came upon us. We started genuflecting before the gods of mammon, not the God of community, of love, of social grace, of aesthetics. We started genuflecting before the wrong God, and that was, of course, part of the Reagan and Thatcherite time. And as part of that new religion, we asked our acolytes to embrace us, and we gave them the Judas kiss. We told them, in fact, it was a French Judas kiss, as it turned out. We told them that instead of thinking about citizenship, they should be thinking about consumption. And we as designers started thinking about such cosmic thoughts of getting people to get 3 clicks to buy versus actually engaging with us in some spiritual way. And strangely, we thought about people as buying units. We as marketers started talking about intimacy with our customers and monetization in the same breath. We forgot that monetizing intimacy had a patent already by the world's oldest profession. This is ethically simply wrong. What great spiritual tract, whether the Bible, the Gita, the Quran, talks about buying? What secular tract on which you base your ethics talks about consumption versus love of thy neighbor? It's also very bad business. I mean, I have 2 small children. I want the era that they grow up in to be noted by mellifluous moments of magnanimity, not by the malevolent mendacity of a Bernie Madoff. What do you guys think? Look, times are tough. Times are tough, okay? Let's be clear. We're glad we're all here, but the sea changes in perception are creating a tectonic shift in everything we do. In everything we do and everything we think. It comes in all kinds of forms. We're sick of duplicity, right? We're sick of aimless searches for weapons of mass destruction. We're sick of wars waged on the hapless population of small countries. We're sick of the Santeria of accounting and about marketing messages that tell us that bottles of water will detox our body and that treadmills and exercise equipment will fundamentally change us. Citizenship matters more. All the way from the favelas of Latin America to the buskies of Bombay to what everyone here hopefully did in November. There's the desire for recourse against consumption is higher than it ever has been. Read the papers, actually, you probably won't get it from the papers, but social unrest is extremely high. The recourse can be encapsulated by a story that I have of a 7-figure person from Wall Street who was going to Target to return something for $9 because it didn't do what it said it would do. Our cognates and our lexicon change. It's not about choice anymore, it's about freedom, no longer about loyalty, but love. Customer service is not about the fake smiles of baristas, but about dignity. So stop business from careening off a cliff into the abyss of the pre-modern, postmodern world in which the newspapers read like the fiction of the absurd. Stop business from going off this cliff and embrace citizenship like we did in November, like we'll continue to do going forward, like that happens at W2E, that happens in the world of open source. Embrace citizenship. You must do it. If you don't, you'll be doing not only bad ethics, but you'll be doing bad business. For the longest time, we've talked about the confluence of culture and commerce. But we never talk about causality. We never talk about who's on first and who's on second. I'm here to say citizenship is on first, consumption is on second, and if you don't realize that, you're living in a Paleolithic era. The intellectual apotheosis, therefore, of design cannot be four-figure Louis Vuitton bags, but must be found instead in the life-saving science of Louis Pasteur, the urbanism of Louis Mumford. Design is about democracy. It must be. Who here is a designer? Who here is in the design profession? It's not about transactions. It's about democracy. It's about citizenship. And I'm going to invite you all to do me a favor. Exercise your recourse against me by flinging shit at me at romi.mahajan at ascentium.com. Please. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Romi.